Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
All right. This is entitled Terry and Larry Richmond versus Ryan Pinkster and any others at 201 Portage Avenue, apartment 2. We were here last time, and Terry Richmond was here, and Danielle Zimmerman was here, and you were there by telephone. Your contention was that you had paid rent for the whole year. I wasn't clear exactly. I continued this to today at 2:30, and here we are now. Ms. Richmond, what's your position?
He's got so many violations of the lease, I would like him to leave. Because I can't have that dog in there. And he's smoking in there.
So is everybody else.
All right, well, the allegations in the notice to quit. Go back to it. Which you did a better job than some of the cases, like some of the ones we just did. She alleges that you're smoking marijuana in the apartment. The lease says no smoking, and you're smoking marijuana in multi-family units. You took the neighbor's furniture off the front porch and broke it and threw it in the dumpster. You moved your girlfriend in. She's not on the lease. Your girlfriend has a vicious dog, and the lease says no dogs. You took down the smoke detectors, and you called to have something fixed, and either you aren't there or you won't answer the door. Ms. Richmond, would you please raise your right hand?
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Pinkster, would you raise yours? You swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief.
Yes, sir.
And those are the allegations that you filed in requesting to terminate this lease. Is that correct?
Yes.
Tell me about this dog.
You're talking
No,
about
just
me?
a minute. I'll come to you. Miss Richmond, what can you tell me about the dog?
Well, it's really intimidating and it's large. And we can't have dogs in a fourplex. If he has a dog, then everybody in the building has to have a dog.
Everybody, well, your upstairs neighbor does have a dog.
Yeah, you're upstairs person. So
I asked
right.
him and he said no.
And how about the woman that you let move in?
We're talking
upstairs?
about you,
Yeah,
Ryan.
stop. Yes,
tried to
we're not
leave.
talking about anybody else. We're talking about your lease.
No,
And
I
your
understand.
lease, all right, your lease says you're not supposed to have a dog. Now, is Danielle Zimmerman is also not on the lease. So you move someone in there that's not on the lease and you have a dog, irrespective of whether anybody else has one.
Thing is, I talked
Go ahead.
to Mrs. Richmond, and I told them both about that I'm having somebody move in, and they said she would have to fill out all the paperwork. And the thing is, they refused to give me the paperwork. And the thing about the dog is they didn't have a problem when I first leased out here. They told me as long as I paid the security deposit for the dog, I was able to have a pet. And that's what they told me. But then they took it out of the lease.
All right. What type of dog is this?
She's a mixed lab, Your Honor, around 50 pounds.
Mixed with what?
I'm not quite sure. I want to say some sort of hound because she has that like hound face. I could show you her. She's really goofy.
All right. Well, you've moved into this apartment that you're not on the lease and you brought your dog,
Yes,
which is
Your Honor.
causing the landlords to want him and you to move. You have 10
Yep.
days to move or you're subject to being evicted.
Okay, Your Honor.
So you have
That's the longest.
until November 13th to move.
That's the longest, Your Honor.
I just think it's
Yes.
absurd. I just think it's absurd how like I don't have a criminal history. I'm not a bad person, though I was never given a chance to be put on a lease with my boyfriend.
Well,
Excuse me.
maybe they don't want you
I have
on
a
the
cold.
lease and they don't have to let you be put on the lease.
I
So they don't.
understand that, Your Honor. It's just that
All
I
right,
just
stop,
that's why we'd
stop,
like to part ways
stop.
as well. I'm stopped.
And I also have a
All right,
problem because
stop.
I bet.
Don't just
Mm.
that. Just it's okay. We can just part.
I'll let you talk. You don't talk over the judge. And you're very disrespectful. If we were here in the courtroom, you wouldn't do it. There'd be a bailiff in here and it's a different sort of thing. But you don't just start to extemporize. You're not on the lease. You moved in the lease and you brought your dog. So you moved in first and asked for permission later. And they didn't give you permission. They didn't agree to put you on the lease. They also didn't change the lease to allow the dog to be there. They filed a notice to quit back in August. So they've been
That's a lot,
asking you to
young.
move since August 16th. It's now it's now November. So go ahead, Mr. Pinkster. Now I'll let you speak.
Your Honor, that's a lie. I don't know if you know Terry or Larry Richmond, but they are offenders when it comes to lying about certain things just to make themselves look better. And if you look
Well, all
into
right,
it, they're about to lose their business.
They filed this on August 16th.
I never
telling you
signed
the-
anything. I
No,
never signed anything, Your Honor.
I
There
didn't
was
say that you
nothing.
did sign anything.
They didn't say
They
anything
allege,
either.
all right, on August 16th, they served a notice on you, say, we want you to move out. You're smoking marijuana in the apartment. You moved your girlfriend in without a permission. You have a dog, which they claim is vicious, and you took down your smoke detectors. I only need one of these things, but two are inaccurate. You moved the girlfriend in. She's not on the lease. You move the dog in. There's not on the lease. So they gave you 30 days to move from August 16th. And then on September 18th, they filed this matter. And so this is how landlord-tenant court works. The plaintiffs give notice to the tenant that they have to move. They give them a time period. They gave you 30 days. You didn't move. So they filed this legal case. And
Wasn't
you
legal
got
at first.
served. And we had a hearing. Then I gave you an additional 7 days to get legal advice or legal help. There does not appear to be any factual dispute. There is a large dog there, which they claim is vicious. Doesn't matter whether it's vicious or not. You're not permitted under the lease to move a dog in there. Your girlfriend's not on the lease. You moved her in without permission, and somehow they're evil because they wouldn't give you the paperwork to have her move in. They don't want you as a tenant. You have 10 days to move by November 13th. You,
Okay, are we done?
Zimmerman, and the dog.
Sir, how about putting an eviction on my record? Because I honestly didn't do anything wrong. If you look back, I was paying on
Well,
time.
if
I was
we're
making
gone
sure I
within
made payments and all that.
Right. So if we're gone though by the 13th, there shouldn't be anything. So
Okay.
so as long as we,
All right.
just continue on as we are.
Well, they can
Yeah.
dismiss the case if you move by the 13th of
Okay.
November. All right. Any other questions?
No.
All right, I'll send you a copy of this order. You also have until November 13th to appeal it.